everyone and welcome to Color of English. I hope you all are safe and secure at your places. So today in this video we are going to discuss about question tags. Do you know what are question tags? Question tags are the very short questions added at the end of the statements or declarative sentence. Whenever we declare something or we give our statements, these very short questions can be added at the end of the statement. These are of two types, positive and negative form. Question tags are special structures in English language. Question tags are used to confirm a statement. As these are added at the end of the statement, these are used to confirm a statement. They are also used to encourage a reply from someone or to emphasize on a given sentence. Okay, so now question arises that how question tags are formed. Question tags are comprised of two things, auxiliary verb and the subject of the sentence. For example, is he? It is a question tag which includes auxiliary verb is and the subject of the sentence he. Is he? So here we look at some examples. He can help, can't he? In this sentence, question tag is can't he. It includes auxiliary verb can and the subject of the sentence he. Can't he? In the next example, she is beautiful, isn't she? In this case, question tag is used to put emphasis on a sentence or a statement that she is beautiful, isn't she? In the next example, you can swim, can't you? This is used to confirm or to ask something like, you can swim, can't you? They are living in Spain, aren't they? So in this case, they are used to confirm a statement that they are living in Spain, aren't they? So here we can see that these question tags includes an auxiliary verb and the subject of the sentence. Also please note that the very first is the statement, or when we declare declarative sentence a statement, then a comma separates the statement and the question tag. Then we have a question tag and in the end we are having a question mark. Here are some points to remember or the rules to form the question tags. The very first rule is that if the first statement is in positive form, then the question tags will be in negative form. For example, he can help, can't he? So here we can see that the first statement is in positive form. He can help. So question tag will be in negative form. Can't he? In this question tag, can't he, we can see that auxiliary verb which is used in the first statement can, that is converted into can't. And the subject of the sentence is used as it is. Can't he? Similarly, she is beautiful, isn't she? She is beautiful. The first statement is in positive form. Isn't she? It's a question tag will be negative form. Isn't she? Here we can see some more example. We should plant more trees, shouldn't we? Here, we should plant more. Should is an auxiliary verb which is used in the first statement. It will be converted into negative form, that is shouldn't, in the question tag. So it will be shouldn't we. Seema is present today, isn't she? So if the first statement is in positive form, so the question tag will be in negative form. Similarly, the second rule is that if the first statement is in negative form, then the question tag will be in positive form. For example, she can't speak Arabic. Can she? It is used to confirm that she can't speak Arabic. Can she? So in this sentence, the first statement is already negative. She can't speak Arabic. So the question tag formed will be in positive. Can she? He can't drive. Can he? They aren't coming. Are they? So whenever the first statement is in negative form, so the question tag will be in positive form. So these are two major rules, that if the first statement is in positive, the question tag will be in negative. If the first statement is in negative, then the question tag will be in positive. The next rule is, if the verb in the given statement is in simple present tense, then the question tags will be formed with do or does. For example, she plays the piano, doesn't she? In this sentence, plays is a verb which is in simple present tense. So the question tags will be formed with do or does. So she plays the piano, doesn't she? He understands English, doesn't he? Here understands is the verb which is given in simple present tense. So question tag will be doesn't he? That is, it will start with does. You play the guitar, don't you? Okay, so whenever the verb in the given statement that is in simple present tense, then the question tags will be formed with do or does. One more rule is that if in the given statement the verb is in simple past tense, then the question tags will be formed with did. For example, she washed her car, didn't she? She studied French for 5 years, didn't she? Okay, so whenever the verb in the given statement that is in simple past tense, then the question tag will be formed with did. Like you can see in these examples that she washed her car. Washed, it is the verb given in simple past tense. So the question tag will be didn't she? She studied French. Studied, it is in simple past tense. So the question tag will be didn't she? Okay, so whenever the verb given in the statement that is in simple past tense, it will be end with question tags will be formed with did. Okay, so the last rule is that in the case of imperative sentences, the question tag will be formed with will. Imperative sentences are those sentences which are used to express command, order, request, advice or suggestion. So in the case of imperative sentences, question tags will be formed with will. For example, call me at night, will you? Please wait for me, will you? Close the door, will you? So we can see that in these all imperative sentences, question tags are formed with will. So here we end, and you can use these question tags in writing as well as speaking to sound more fluent in English language. I hope everything is clear to you. Even if you have any doubt, you can connect with me on my other social media accounts. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share this video. See you in the next video.